Here's another guy who's preaching you the exact same thing. So your actions will derive from your thoughts. Your thoughts will derive from your beliefs. Your beliefs will derive from your identity. And your identity will derive from the actual actions that you take and the value system, the core value system that you are aligned with. So for example, you're a Christian and your core value system is that you just simply, don't want to do, you don't want to conduct impulsive sexual behavior before marriage. Let's say that take it this way. And so because of this, you would just simply not be taking on the path of, working at a nightclub. You will not necessarily going into, anything that would be in opposed to this thing. And so if you're going a bit deeper in this stuff, then what we have to understand is that when we just simply have a defined value system, and when we have a defined belief system, when we have a defined thought system, then those pillars will be eventually dictate what actions do we take. So for example, do you believe, like on the core, like in the essence, do you believe that you are able to make that $100,000 a month? Because if you don't, then you won't even look for the solution. And so this is so many people just simply don't understand, just simply, forget, throw it away. And so this happens with me too many times because, other single times like client complaints, it's not so easy to close some days and so on and so forth. But some other days, so this is something that I realized on myself, which is a huge bias. So listen up and you will understand what I'm talking about. So why this has such a huge implication on the actual overall thought that I would like to convey here. So every single day when I'm closing a deal, I do believe that my business is possible to make $100,000 a month. I'm on track. I'm reading. I'm doing all the good stuff. Every single day when I have like an unsuccessful day, I haven't really been able to close. I haven't really been able to read. I pretty much didn't do anything that have been, bring the business forward. Then I just have these thoughts that, hey man, like, this shit is not possible. Or other examples, like I have basically two branches within the company currently, and one is with more like cold calling, which is like pretty much completely outsourced. I do not really have control over that, and the other one is like paid ads. And so the actual idea is that I just thought that outsourcing that thing could be working out, such as in constructions, but it doesn't work out like that. So I just pretty much screwed. I have 3 clients that I have no freaking clue how will I be able to fulfill them. And so now like these ideas could be telling me that, hey man, this thing doesn't work. Or you can just clench your teeth, go through those ideas, go through those periods, and eventually focus on the solutions. So for example, okay, like this is what happened. What are the rational solutions? So the very first one is obviously refund, like complete refund. We'll be just giving them back all their money, and after that it will be like, okay bro, that's it. That's worst case scenario. Currently I do not really have the cash flow for that. So this is one thing that I can do. Other thing that I can do is like try to figure out fulfillment. Okay. But the most important benefit that I don't really understand in the moment when I'm like so emotional is that, man, like you've learned so much. Like you've learned such a great lesson. You don't go there anymore. You don't go there anymore. It's like you learned something. It's like no one can ever teach that to you. It's like you don't really want, like no one can ever teach that to you because this is like so specific. And so above that, it's like you've made your rationalization like put on a higher level. And so what I wanted to get into this topic is because every single time when I have something that is good that is happening to me, I'm feeling that I can do that. And every single time there's like something bad that is happening to me, I don't feel that I can do that. And so if you really can filter through this BS and don't be like emotionally high and emotionally low, but just like be cold with the business and like be as rational as humanly possible, then we can eventually get there. But again, this whole thing begins with belief. Like you have to believe that you can do that, because if you believe that you can do that, then you will look for solutions. If you don't believe that you can do that, then you will look for excuses. So it's like so overblown. But this is it. It's like the glass is either half full or either half empty. And so with that being said, we must understand that if we are looking at that it is half empty, then we will be looking at everywhere that it is half empty. It's like something is missing. Yes, it could be. But hey man, I still have the shit. So it's like, it's all about perspective. It's all about beliefs. Because when we have the proper beliefs, then we'll have the proper thoughts, then we'll be doing the proper actions. And so this is something that we just simply forget, and this is something that I do believe that we're supposed to have a higher emphasis upon, or put a higher emphasis upon, because this is the complete determinant. So it's like I clearly remember, like, if I was to give up with, you know, cold calling like a few months ago, like I was like, man, I wouldn't be here. But since then I closed 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 clients. So far I'm pretty much at the goal that I wanted to be. Although it cash flow, it didn't really look like that I imagined, but I'm still there. You know, it's like, and I didn't quit. And this is the idea. It's like you're just not quitting. You're just sticking to it. It's like whatever comes, whatever pops up. It's like stick to that shit. So, again, brothers and sisters, beliefs, love.